Hello, my dear students. Welcome to physics classes. I am Sarabdeep Kaur Setu here. So, in the previous lecture, we have done some basics of simple harmonic motion. So, now the second part of simple harmonic motion. So, in the last lecture, in the previous lecture, we have done that oscillatory motion which can be represented in the form of sine or cosine functions is called simple harmonic motion. So I write there x is equal to a cos of omega t plus phi, and also y is equal to, or we can write it in the form of cos or sine. X is equal to a cos omega t plus phi, and also y is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. And what is omega? Omega is equal to 2 pi by t. I will show you how we can write omega is equal to 2 pi by t. So this is all, and this is phi is the phase at t equal to 0, and omega t plus phi is the phase at any time t. Clear? Now if this is the equation of a simple harmonic motion, and from this equation we want the differential equation or differential form of equation for a simple harmonic motion. So in the to find out the differential form, so we take derivative of this equation, x is equal to a cos omega t plus phi. So when we differentiate it, x is equal to with respect to t. So differentiate any x or y. So x is equal to, or we can say derivative of x with respect to t, that is equal to a derivative of cos is minus sine minus a sine omega t plus phi. Now again differentiate it with respect to t. So what you get, double derivative of x with respect to t, that is equal to a sine, derivative of sine is cos of omega t plus phi. Here 1 omega is also, because omega t, when we differentiate the constant to omega t, that is omega, that comes here. So when we again differentiate it, yes, minus is here, derivative of sine is, that is cos of omega t plus phi. So omega is already here, and 1 omega also comes from this, minus a omega square cos of omega t plus phi. And what is, can I write it as minus omega square a cos of omega t plus phi? Yes. And what is this? A cos omega t plus phi. X is equal to a cos omega t plus phi, and this is x. This is x. So can I write here x? So this is double derivative of x with respect to t square. Clearly? And what is this? This is acceleration. You can also write it as acceleration. So this is also, this is called differential equation. Double derivative of x with respect to t square plus omega square x, that is equal to 0. This is the differential equation for simple harmonic motion. Differential equation for simple harmonic motion. And you can also write from this, acceleration is directly, for this acceleration is directly proportional to x but with negative sign. Means acceleration is directly proportional to displacement. X is a displacement here, but in opposite order. So they are both are magnitude directly proportional, but if displacement is towards right, acceleration is towards left. They are in opposite order. So this is about the differential equation of simple harmonic motion. Now next our topic, that is how we can write omega is equal to 2 pi by t. How we can write omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Yes, we have these two, this is differential form of simple harmonic motion, and these are the simple in the form of cos or sine functions. So we know that when we add theta to a cos function, it doesn't affect, it is equal to cos theta, all of we know that. So when we write here x is equal to a cos of omega t plus phi, when we add here 2 pi and taking omega from common from these two, omega common from this, t plus 2 pi by omega is here plus phi as it is, means I am taking common omega from these two terms, 2 pi and omega t. So omega is common here, t plus 2 pi by omega plus 5. So this is same like this. X is equal to A is here, A is amplitude, cos is same, omega is same, phi is same. The difference is here is t plus 2 pi by omega. What does it mean? That this motion repeats again or over and over again after a time period, after a time 2 pi by omega. 2 pi by omega तो बाद emotion अपने आप को फिर repeat कर रही है, and this time is called the time period. So t is equal to 2 pi by omega for simple harmonic motion. That's why I am writing here omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Clear? So this is all about simple harmonic motion, the motion that is periodic, which repeats itself after a regular interval of time, and in this may be written in the form of cos or sine functions. And third is acceleration is directly proportional to displacement but in opposite order, and fourth is t is equal to time period is equal to 2 pi by omega. This is about simple harmonic motion. Now another also important, this is an important question, that a simple harmonic motion as a projection of uniform circular motion along its diameters or one of its diameter, along one of its diameter or both diameter, one of its diameters. Yes. So how we can, this is very important, and you have also done this topic in +1, that simple harmonic motion is a projection of uniform circular motion along one of its diameter. Very important. So I will show you with the help of a diagram. So this is I am drawing a circle, and this is origin, that is O. Clear? This is O, and any particle that is moving here in anti-clockwise direction with omega as angular frequency, you can say, and also angular velocity sometimes it can be written, but in the case of simple harmonic motion we write omega as angular velocity. And at time t equal to 0, this particle, suppose this particle P is moving in a uniform circular motion with this omega here, and at some time it is at here t equal to 0, it is at when angle is phi, this is at here, that is point P, and after another angle, this small angle, this is omega t, this angle is omega t, means this is omega t angle. This particle is at point this P dash, this particle is at point P dash. Here this is tail of the, you can say, particle, or you can also write a vector moving along its tail, you can also write, or you can say that a particle is moving in anti-clockwise direction. Here this is the mean position, you can also say, but here it is the origin of a circle. Clear? Center of circle, you can say. So particle is moving in this way, and these are the diameters. This is x dash x, this is a diameter, and this is along y axis diameter, y dash, y o y dash, and x dash o x, that are the diameters. I am repeating again, particle is moving anti-clockwise in a uniform circular motion with omega as a angular frequency, and when angle is phi, the particle is at point P. Clear? And when angle is omega t, it is at P dash, means total angle, when total angle is omega t plus phi, then particle is at point P dash, and these are the diameters x dash ox and y o y dash. Clear? Now draw perpendicular from P dash to x axis. So if this is a perpendicular, say M along on x-axis, and this is a perpendicular on y-axis, you can say this is N. Clear? This is perpendicular and total angle. Now triangle, when we are taking a triangle OP-M, I am taking triangle OP-M. It is a right angle triangle because P-M is a perpendicular to X-OX, and angle P-OM. This angle is omega t plus phi. This angle is omega t plus phi. This is the angle. Now in triangle OP-M, what about if we are taking this OM as small distance along x-axis, or we can say displacement, that is x, if we are taking a direction, and along y-axis, and I am taking OM is equal to x. Clear? And then what about cos of omega t plus phi? Yes, cos of in triangle OP-M. This angle, total angle is omega t plus phi. Triangle is this. This is the triangle. This is P dash. This is M, and this angle is omega t. This angle is omega t plus phi, and this is O. Then what about cos? That is OM by OP dash. OM by OP dash. And what is OM? OM I am taking x, that is the displacement on x-axis. So this is x. And what is OP dash? Then OP dash is the radius of the circle, you can say, and this is a maximum displacement that a particle can cover. Clear? That is a radius from origin. So this is radius, or we can say maximum value of displacement, and that is called amplitude. So you can also write OP dash, that is equal to R. OP dash is equal to R, or that is maximum value, or we can say that is a amplitude A, because amplitude is the maximum value of displacement. So x over A. X over A. So from this, what you conclude that x is equal to A cos of omega t plus phi. X is equal to A cos of omega t plus phi. Clear? And similarly, when you take the triangle, this triangle, when you take the triangle ONP dash, because here P dash is a point whose projection is M. M is the projection of P dash on x-axis. M is the projection of P dash on x-axis. Similarly, N is the projection of P dash on y-axis. So when we are taking the triangle OP-N, when we are taking the triangle ONP dash, so this angle is 90 minus omega t plus theta, and when you take same process, you will get y, and taking distance OM is equal to y, and OP dash, that is equal to R, that is equal to A. Then what you get, y is equal to A sine of omega t plus phi. Clear? You will get this. So this is about x, and this is about y. So P dash is, M is the projection of P dash on x-axis, and N is the projection of P dash on y-axis. And what is this? X is equal to A cos omega t plus phi, and y is equal to A sine omega t plus phi. What is this? This is the equation of motion for a simple harmonic motion. We have done in the previous article that x is equal to A cos omega t plus phi, and y is equal to A sine omega t plus phi. Clear? So it means this is the equation of simple harmonic motion. So you can now say that, what you can say that simple harmonic motion is the projection of, because particle is moving under uniform circular motion. So we get simple harmonic motion equation. Clear? We are starting from uniform circular motion and we get simple harmonic motion. Clear? So simple harmonic motion is a projection of uniform circular motion along one of its diameter. One of its diameter means M is the projection of P dash on x-axis. This is a diameter, and n is the projection on y axis, and this is the diameter, another diameter y o y dash. Clear ji? So this is about this. And if you draw the graph of this cosine and sine functions, you will get the graphs like this. And when the graph will be, when we divide this circle in 8 parts and taking the points, and you will get the sine and cosine. You can draw yourself. I will give the hint. You will get sine like this and cosine like this. Clear? So this is sine. This is about x and y. Clear? And this is t. So this is sine curve. This is a cos curve. X is equal to cos लिया ऐसे. So this is y and this is x. Yeah. So these are the graphs. Clear? Thank you.